Today, I will share with you the most tragic story in the history of Korean sports, the tale of the boxer Kim Duk-koo. Kim Duk-koo was born in 1956 in Gazong, Gangwon Province, South Korea, as the youngest of 5 children. His father passed away when he was 2 years old, and his mother remarried 3 times. Originally named Lee Deok-gu, in 1967, his mother married Kim Ho-yeol, and he changed his name to Kim Duk-koo under his stepfather's family register. Kim Duk-koo began his boxing journey at the Dong-A Gym and started as an amateur before turning professional in 1978. In December 1980, he defeated Lee Pil-gu by a 10-round decision, claiming the Korean champion title. On February 28, 1982, he won a unanimous decision against Kim Gwang-min in the OPBF champion match, becoming the Oriental champion. This victory propelled him to the #1 ranking in the world by the World Boxing Association, WBA. In the same year, he had 4 more fights, successfully defending his OPBF title 3 times. However, up until that point, he had limited exposure to non-Asian boxers, and even his international matches were scarce. Despite this, he managed to attain the top spot in the world rankings, which is somewhat perplexing. I will explain this further later. Subsequently, Kim Duk-koo got the opportunity to challenge Ray Boom Boom Mancini, the WBA lightweight champion. Recognizing the significance of this challenging opportunity, Kim Duk-koo's camp embarked on intense training, determined to secure victory. The title bout between Ray Mancini and Kim Duk-koo took place on November 13, 1982, Korean time, 14th, at the renowned Caesars Palace in Las Vegas, United States. Kim Duk-koo, with strong determination, prepared a coffin in advance and declared that he would never walk out of the ring if he lost. In fact, when he traveled to the United States, he brought a miniature coffin made out of a matchbox. His statement became a reality, leaving behind a tragic fight filled with shock and sadness, with no one to celebrate but only anguish. In terms of the fight itself, until the 9th round, Mancini had more effective punches and they engaged in an intense battle that came close to a draw. However, from the 10th round onward, Kim Duk-koo's stamina started to wane, allowing Mancini to unleash relentless punches. Despite being constantly under pressure from the 11th to the 13th rounds, Kim Duk-koo showed remarkable mental resilience. However, due to the punches he endured, his eyes swelled significantly. The fateful 14th round arrived. Despite the overwhelming odds against him, Kim Duk-koo, as if refusing to give up, rushed towards Mancini as soon as the bell rang, throwing punches. However, his body couldn't keep up, and he couldn't land any effective blows. Exhausted, Kim Duk-koo was unable to raise his guard properly, and Mancini's right hand landed a powerful hit on the left side of the head. The moment was captured in the Sports Illustrated photograph. Unable to withstand this impact, Kim Duk-koo was knocked down and couldn't continue. Kim Duk-koo desperately clung to the ropes, struggling to rise to his feet. The referee declared a knockout, confirming Mancini's victory. While Mancini celebrated his win, Kim Duk-koo collapsed again, losing consciousness, and was immediately transported to the hospital. He underwent a 2.5-hour brain surgery to address the cerebral hemorrhage and remove the blood clot. 5 days later, with the consent of his mother, who had arrived in Las Vegas, his life support was disconnected, and at the age of 26, he passed away while donating his organs. As mentioned earlier, although Kim Duk-koo had a decent record, he was relatively unknown in the world of boxing due to his lack of experience on the global stage. This questionable matchup was orchestrated by the well-known promoter Bob Arum, also known for his association with Manny Pacquiao. It was a common belief in the boxing world that Kim Duk-koo did not possess the skills necessary to compete against the world's top contenders, a sentiment acknowledged by Kim Yun-chi, Kim Duk-koo's coach, in an interview with the press. During Ray Mancini's reign as champion, there were already formidable boxers like Howard Davis and Edwin Rosario occupying top spots in the world rankings. However, Bob Arum, who couldn't bear to see the marketable Ray Mancini suffer a defeat, manipulated the rankings, deliberately excluding any threatening opponents and selecting Kim Duk-koo as Mancini's title challenger. This act can only be described as a ploy, elevating Kim Duk-koo to the top spot in the WBA rankings, essentially sacrificing him for the sake of Mancini's title defense. The unfolding tragedy continues as Kim Duk-koo's mother fell into depression and, 3 months later after her son's passing, made the tragic decision to end her life by consuming pesticide. Also, Richard Green, The referee of the match, burdened by guilt for allowing the fight to continue despite the dangerous condition of the boxer, took his own life 7 months later. What makes it even more heartbreaking is that Kim Duk-koo's wife was pregnant at the time of the tragedy. Several months after Kim Duk-koo's passing, his son was born, and fortunately, he grew up well. He is currently working as a dentist. Ray Mancini, too, suffered from severe depression and a deep sense of guilt following Kim Duk-koo's death. While he continued his career as a professional boxer after the fight with Kim Duk-koo, it is undeniable that Kim's death had a significant impact on Mancini's life as a boxer. He fell into self-blame, resulting in prolonged breaks between fights and a shift in his boxing style. He became more cautious, abandoning his previous aggressive boxing style for a more cautious hit-and-run approach. It wasn't until 2011 that Mancini had a meeting with Kim Duk-koo's family. When asked by a Korean journalist what he would say if he could meet Kim Duk-koo in heaven, Mancini's tearful response, "I would just embrace him without saying a word," left those around him deeply moved. Kim Duk-koo's death had a profound impact on the world of boxing and the sports industry, leading to a heightened call for measures to ensure boxer safety. In the United States House of Representatives, a hearing was held to address boxing safety, and its effects extended to all combat sports events, including mixed martial arts. As a result, a rule called the doctor's stoppage was introduced, allowing the ringside physician to halt the match regardless of the judge's decision, prioritizing the well-being of the athletes. The World Boxing Council, WBC, responded to Kim Duk-koo's tragic incident by reducing the number of rounds from 15 to 12 and increasing the rest period between rounds from 60 to 90 seconds. They also implemented the standing 8-count rule. The World Boxing Association, WBA, the organization in charge of the boxing equipment involved in the accident, followed suit in 1988, and the International Boxing Federation, IBF, implemented similar changes in 1989. Honestly, Kim Duk-koo wasn't the greatest boxer. However, his determination and tenacity will be forever remembered. And his death was never in vain. As mentioned earlier, his tragedy led to the creation of numerous safety measures in combat sports, ensuring that many athletes today can compete in a safer environment, which is a clear fact. Thank you very much for watching. Subscriptions and likes greatly support video production.